Well, my darling son, I am so happy to be with you tonight and tell you that I am now in the second celestial sphere, where everything is so beautiful, and happiness exists to a degree that I cannot portray to you. I am in my own home, and what it is, I can scarcely describe, for you have no words which are adequate to give you an idea of what I may mean in attempting to describe the glories of this sphere. My home is of a material that you have no faint counterpart of on earth, and it is furnished with everything that is suited to make me happy, and more thankful to the Father for his love and kindness. I am living all alone, but I have many visitors, and love is the ruling sentiment among all its inhabitants. No spirit who is not filled with this divine love of which I have so often told you can possibly live in this sphere. The spirit who has all the most wonderful intellectual acquirements, and is without this love, cannot enter this sphere, nor can the mere natural love of mortals or of spirits fit the spirit for inhabitancy here. Only the divine love of the Father can make a spirit so at one with all the surroundings and atmosphere of love that here exists. When I left the first sphere, I was taken in charge by a most beautiful and glorified spirit, and carried from my home in the first sphere up to the entrance of the second sphere, where many other beautiful spirits were waiting to give me welcome, and such a welcome I never thought could be extended to a spirit who is progressing. But I was received with all the love and affection and evidence of joy that the spirits of this sphere have who has progressed from the lower one. Oh, I tell you that my happiness was certainly beyond any conception of what I had in the home which I just left. I thought that the beauty and grandeur of the first sphere could not possibly be surpassed, but when I tell you that comparison cannot be made between the beauty of the two places, it is the best that I can do. My home was all ready for me, and I was carried by a whole host of spirits to it and told that it was for me, and that God had prepared it for my happiness and joy. It certainly is beyond description, and it would be useless for me to try to describe it. The spirits here are so much more beautiful than those of any other sphere. They are more ethereal, and their garments are all shining and white. Not one little speck reminds one of the earth or the grosser spheres of the spirit world. And here the music is entirely divine, and of such a great variety, all telling of the great love of God, and sung in his praise and adoration. I have not yet seen all the beauties of this sphere, and I may later give you a fuller description of it. Yes, I met some spirits whom I knew on earth, but not many, some of the truly Christian men and women who lived and loved and worshipped God, and passed over long before I did. My own dear mother and father have progressed to this sphere and were ready to receive me, and how glad they were to welcome me and take me to their arms of love. Well, I must not write more tonight, as you are not in condition for extended writing. So with all my love, which is so much greater than when I last wrote you, I am your own true and loving grandmother. And Rollins.